Hello, my name is Barbara Lewis with Singing After 40. Welcome. I started singing very early in life. I took my first singing lessons at the age of 7, and I really haven't stopped singing during all these years. I'm 72 now. I've seen a lot of changes in my own voice and in the voices of the people that I teach and in people that I perform with. And I have a lot to tell you about the changes that you might see in your own voice and how to manage some of those changes that might bother you a little bit. Stay tuned. I'll be right back. One of the things I notice in the last few years that I seem to have much less energy. I can't do as much during the day. And I think that reflects itself in how I hold myself also. Sometimes I look in the mirror and I see that I'm a little bit hunched over. I look a little older and I say to myself, stop that. Don't let the old woman in. So how does this relate to singing? Well, singing is breathing in many ways. It's posture and it's breath. So you want your posture to be pretty wonderful. And as we get older, we tend to kind of hunch down a little bit. Gravity, tiredness. So lift yourself up. Imagine that there's a string on the top of your head and it's lifting you up. It holds you up. Not only that, imagine also that you're breathing in a beautiful fragrance or aroma. Whatever really pleases you. For women, it's some kind of perfume or flowers. For men, something that you eat. Imagine this, that you're going, and you see how that lifts my cheeks when I do that. And it kind of opens my eyes too. I'm upright also in my body. My rib cage is open. I'm in a position to take a really good singing breath. And this is what you want to do. So now we're going to breathe together. Take a full breath in. Do it with me. So you're thinking of moving out rather than up. Your rib cage moves out. The top of your body stays stable. Let it out. Again, a full breath in. It's going to be a little fuller, a little deeper this time. And then out on S. Here we go. Now you just hold that as long as you can, comfortably. You don't want your rib cage to be squeezing in like this because there's lots more breaths to take. Now let's talk about our vocal cords. How do they change as we get older? What can we do about it? And then let's sing together. So the picture that's either on the side of me or above me or right in front of my face shows you the vocal cords when they're open, the vocal cords when they're closed, and where the vocal cords actually are in the throat with that red arrow that's pointing there. For those of you who don't know or who need to be reminded about where your vocal cords are and what they're like as they come together, what that looks like as they are apart. So you take a breath in, and when you go to speak or sing, they come together to phonate, to make sound. Sometimes as we get older, maybe for most of us, I'm not sure what the percentage is, what happens is that the vocal cords get thinner. In women and in men. In women, the voice can go a little bit lower because of hormonal changes as well as changes to the vocal cords. For men, the voice can go a little bit higher because of hormonal changes. But we can also get something called bowing, where the vocal cords don't really come together well, so that when you sing or when you speak, air passes through there because they're not vibrating as efficiently as they used to. And I'm going to give you an exercise to help with that. It's a fun one, an easy one. What you need is a straw, any kind of straw. This is metal, but it could be any kind, and a bit of water in a glass. I've made mine a transparent glass so you can see what's going on. Then you just blow. First of all, just blow. You just blow until you're finished breathing out. You get rid of all of your air. Then you can blow with a little bit of sound. See how I stopped and started the voice? It takes a little bit of coordination, and I'm going to put below here a link to a really wonderful video that will take you through the steps to learn how to do this well. I'm just giving you the exercise today. Then you could do a few exercises using your straw. Or you can come from the top and go down. You can also go from low to high if you want. This can help with helping you to re-engage a much better coming together of the vocal cords. Some people call it approximation of the vocal cords. It can help with creating a tone that's clearer. There's less breath there, less roughness. So that's exercise number 1. Now we're going to move on to exercise number 2. A quick recap. So we started with posture, how important that is for a singer to feel wonderful, really feel wonderful, and to breathe in a beautiful garden. So you lift yourself up. You're uplifted and inspired, beautifully inspired. That's number 1. Number 2, we talked about the vocal cord closure, how important it is to keep teaching your vocal cords about closure. Because as we get older, sometimes we lose a little bit of that good closure and we don't sing as well. It's breathier, it's not as strong. That's number 2. Number 3 is now. I have 4, 5, and 6, but I'm going to save that for another video. So we're going to finish with this one. And this one is about regaining a wider range. We tend, as we get older, to lose range. Men lose the bottom, women lose the top. So we want as much as possible to regain or to simply gain higher notes, but in a very easy, non-straining way. So keep that in mind. This is no strain. I want you to think about the word sing. And at the end of that word sing, you're going to feel the NG. And it's that NG that's going to be helpful to us in this exercise. I'm going to take us from low and move us up into the middle part of the range and come back down. So it's sing. Feel where that NG is. It's on that NG that you're going to sing. It's not truly singing, it's more making a tone. I'll just show you, and then we can do it together. I'm starting very low. Women may find it too low, then wait for me as I go up. Sing. I'm just sliding down. The pitch is not that important, but you want to try and match me. Sing. See if you can do that. Let's go up now. Sing. You try it. Sing. You try it. Sing. Your turn. Sing. Now if you find that you're feeling a little uncomfortable, then cry a little bit. Cry and smile a bit. Sing. Sing. Cry and smile. Sing. I know it's crazy. Sing. Sing. So lift your cheeks and cry. Sing. One more. Sing. Okay, good. I'm going to start there and go down, but just to remind you that you're both crying, so you're kind of like this, and that changes something in your throat that's helpful. And you're lifting your cheeks, and that changes something in your throat that's helpful too. Singers do weird things. So let's go down. You can sing with me, and then you'll have to sing. Sing. It's kind of quiet. Sing. 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 I'm going to keep going down. Sing. 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 Men will appreciate this range. Sing. Sing. Two more. Sing. Last one. Sing. Okay. Well, so that's 3 different things that you can do. The straw phonation, the straw in the water. And if you don't want to do that, something else you could consider is v. That has a similar effect to straw in water. And you just noodle around. When you're in the kitchen, just have fun with that. Or you can do bubble lips if you're able. A little more difficult. But try those things. And gradually you're going to find your voice comes back into operation more easily. Try to do it once a day if you can. Go through this video. I will be doing a second video that will give you 3 more exercises for 3 other aspects of the voice that tend to age as we get older. That's it for me for today. Barbara Lewis was Singing After 40. Thanks so much for being here. Be in touch with me. Tell me how you found this, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.